You're watching PruTube. Do you remember that song Summer Wind by Frank Sinatra?
I do, but you're not going to sing, are you?
Yes. No.
Whew, that's a relief.
Well, unless you want me to.
I think you should just talk, Daryl.
Well, as you know, as the world looks to lessen its dependence on foreign oil, wind energy is becoming a strong possibility, and Prudential is one of wind power's biggest fans.
And do you have something for us to look at?
You bet I do.
Prudential has invested more than $500 million in wind energy projects across the United States. I think the most interesting one for me is the White Creek project. This is in southeastern Washington State. It came together because of 4 local consumer-owned utilities. And they identified a great wind site in the Columbia River Gorge, but they needed some expertise to help them put it together.
What made White Creek economically viable to construct in the first place was the production tax credits. The public utilities, being a public agency, weren't able to get those tax credits, so it required a partnership with private enterprise to make that happen.
What we were interested in was somebody like Prudential, somebody who had the financial incentives to do it, but we're not necessarily interested in being in the utility business. And Prudential turned out to be just that kind of partner and turned out to be a very good partner.
It follows Prudential's commitment to pursuing green investments, working with the communities. These are absolutely terrific investments for the local communities where they are.
Clickahaw County is very rural, primarily historically wheat, cattle, hay.
It's farmed pretty heavily, but it's not the best farmland out here, and the reason why is there's a lot of rock, very limited topsoil. Not so good for farming, great for foundations.
It's one of the biggest public power projects in the country. 89 turbines, Siemens 2.3 megawatt turbines. You think about 90 tons of weight, 80 meters in the air, able to withstand some pretty stiff wind. From just an engineering and structural standpoint, it's impressive. When you stand underneath the blades, it's really kind of an oh my God type of feeling. They are big.
These are big. They stand approximately 265 feet tall, and nacelles at 92 tons, the 3 blades in the rotor, just over 50 tons. So we can produce roughly 650 megawatt hours in a year. That will provide service for approximately 40,000 homes. When White Creek is complete, turbines have done their thing, and the scrap metal value of the turbines is enough to take this plant down. If you could take the whole picture of not burning fossil fuels with not having a big footprint on the ground that you're on, wind is much more competitive than people think.
It's good to know that Prudential's funding alternatives to fossil fuels, and that it's both a good investment and good for the environment.
With wind energy, finding answers is a breeze. Am I right?
Well, it's time for us to blow on out of here. Clearly, you're rubbing off on me. And thanks for clicking us on.